We talk about gas, but we should also know that gas, unlike oil, cannot be utilized without infrastructure, the required ones. You have to match production with utilization. Could be in the form of gas pipelines, could be in the form of virtual pipelines for local distribution, but also for export. Beyond pipelines, you can be looking at LNG as a method of getting gas to market. Now, the content I have today will go on to address issues of the key sector, to talk generally about gas, talk about production, and talk about all the initiatives going on, and particularly hinge on the 7 key projects that have been put in place or is being put in place by NNPC and Ministry of Petroleum Resources. I will state clearly that economic diversification is a process of shifting the economy. When you shift the economy from a single source economy, and then you move it in a way that you're able to grow it through a range of sectors and markets. Now, if you look at gas, gas gives us an opportunity to move from a single source economy like crude oil into other sectors. I mean, the good thing about gas is that gas gives us opportunity to develop industries across local environment. The key area that we look at that this has to impact strongly is on power generation. If we look at what we have today, and barring all the problems that we have in the value chain across power generation and delivery, we still know that our possibility to grow the power industry will depend a lot on our ability to deploy gas resources in order to generate power. What we've done as a company, Oilserve, is over years, from 1995, we've been building oil and gas pipeline and facilities. But from about year 2000, we have concentrated on gas. You may wish to know that if you look at the gas distribution network in Lagos as it is today, built between the collaboration of GasLink and NGC being in the forefront, Oilserve has built from phases 1 all the way to phase 4. As we speak, you have gas at Ilupeju, you have gas at the ports, you have gas all the way to Amuwo-Odofin. As we speak now, we have brought in gas into Marina and into VI. What does this portend? It goes into making sure that gas is available for industries, for power plants. We put gas to Akute Power Plant for the Iju Water Works. Now, what we are looking at totally is how this has impacted on the economy of Western Nigeria. If you look at today and go back to when ELBS was conceived, everybody said, why try to build a 36-inch pipeline that 12 inches or maximum 18 should do? Today, we're already looping, and even with the loop, we may still have problems down the road in terms of capacity. If you look at the totality of gas master plan and see the entire infrastructural plan, you realize also that not having a KK in place jeopardizes all we are preaching, which is how do you monetize gas that you have upstream. The fact that within the process of this construction, engineering and construction, you create lots of work. At the height of AKK construction activities is projected based on the matrix of personnel that will be utilized. We're looking at about 2,500 to 2,750 persons working at the same time on this pipeline. The point I'm making here, I'm deviating completely from the norm of citing numbers and all that, but to state clearly that when we go on to integrate the plans of NNPC with the JV partners, with the local producers, with the marginal operators, we integrate all this and we're able to provide the right infrastructure, then we are getting gas to the market for domestic use. And I'm looking at domestication of gas production and use. It makes a lot of difference. It still does not stop us from making all the attempt to build more LNG plants, to export the gas. Basically, with the new program that we have now being implemented by Ministry of Petroleum Resources regarding stopping flare gas. If that is articulated properly and put in place, it provides more gas for utilization also. So gas, the point I make here is that gas production, gas distribution, and gas utilization, when articulated properly, will provide clear value from the point of view of production, point of view of building the infrastructure, and then point of view of utilizing the gas. That will make a lot of difference in the country. Thank you very much.